Y'all, you gotta watch this.
Sorry, no one ever agrees with me, but I swear when I think about it, I'm right. So when I first moved to Atlanta, I didn't know anybody, and I joined Bumble and matched with this guy, right? We had been talking, I think, for like 2 or 3 weeks, and I got a good vibe. So anyway, I had asked him if he knew any handy people, because I had a lot of like furniture coming into my apartment, and I needed help putting it together. Although I did not know him well enough, I trusted him enough to come to my apartment. Now, in hindsight, that was probably a bad idea, but it is what I did. So before he came to my apartment, I had a conversation with him about payment because I didn't want for him to come and I didn't like him and then he felt like he got. So we talked about payment and I told him I'd give him a certain amount for him putting together like 2 pieces of furniture. Well, he put together a bed and a desk. So I don't remember exactly how much we agreed on, but I did say I was going to sell him the money. So when he came over like early the Saturday morning and he ended up like starting right away. He was definitely somebody that I could see myself talking to on the long haul. So it was cool. Like he was we were getting to know each other. We were talking about family. We were talking about life, all this kind of stuff. So around lunchtime, I ordered us something to eat. And as we were eating, we were like really talking, right? It was good. So when he was done, he kind of like chilled for like another couple of hours just to like rest. And we were really vibing and he was like, I would really like to see you again. And I was like, cool. So when he's ready to go, we go outside and he gives me a hug. And then he was like, okay, so I'm going to text you my Zelle information so you can send the payment. And I'm like, okay. In the moment, I was just a little shocked, but I didn't like let it on. I was just like, okay, just text it to me. So the next day I sent the Zelle payment and I was just like, oh, thank you for coming over. I really appreciate it. And then I didn't say anything else. And he was texting me and I did not respond. And he wasn't used to that because obviously we have been like texting all day long, you know, talking throughout the day. It was good at that time. But then I just decided that the fact of him asking me for money after like we had a good day, and I do understand that we agreed upon it, but I just thought it would be different since we were going to start dating. So finally he asked me like, what's up? And I was just like, honestly, I know we decided that I would pay you for that, but I really thought it was tacky that you actually asked me for the money afterwards and you took it. So I did end up cutting it off and we didn't talk again. But when I told my cousin about it, she was like, you guys agreed on it. Like, I don't understand what the problem was. And honestly, like, if I'm gonna date you and you know you put together some furniture for me, you're gonna charge me? I don't know, like, what do you guys think?
What? So listen, so you met this guy, asked him to do a job for you, and now you change up on him? Where they do that at? Now, ladies, we got to work on that. We can't say one thing and then as soon as we in our feelings or in our emotions, we change it up and be like, no, I don't want to do it that way anymore. We're going to do it this way. Where's the communication? You can't just change up on somebody. They're not going to want to deal with you anymore. And another thing is women always saying they can't find a good man. What if that was her good man? Who's to say this wasn't her guy? Who's to say, because look, she needed something. He was there, even though there was a payment arrangement. And it sounds like he didn't hesitate. And then they was getting along. He was probably feeling her too. Then she was just done with him. That could have been her good man. Just saying. Drop your comments.
Entitled is putting it lightly. Let me get this straight. Yes, you were talking to the guy for a few weeks. Yes, you both agreed about making payment. Yes. If you didn't mean it, why you offer it? Have you thought maybe had you make the payment and don't make a fuss about it, he'd be buying you, he'd be paying for your dates? Have you thought of it that way? I see this go another way. Like say he doesn't say a word about you selling him money and he waits for you to do it on your own. He'll wait. And guess what? You don't pay him. So, well, we're going to be dating and all that stuff, so I have to pay him anything. So, you know could have happened? He could have, ghosted you. You'd be like, what's going on? Well, I hope you, change your mind and say something, but since you chose not to pay me, that tells me I can't take you after word. And I'm big on trust. So, since you don't want to pay me, I'm going to cut my losses, keep going. Now, guarantee she could do the same thing some women would do. Oh, he can't deal with it, he can't handle me. Oh, he expect me to pay even though we're going out? Then, lady, don't offer the man money. Her thing was like, well, if he doesn't like me, think I'm taking for a ride. Then don't agree to the type of money. Think of something else. don't make it sound like, that, well, man should pay him. If you're going to pay the man, pay him. Pay him. You want this man to do something, and key word, you offer to pay the man. That's the funniest thing. You offer to pay the man. It's one thing like, look, can I just buy you something to eat and all that, and call it a day? No, you call yourself, I'm going to pay the man. You could at least avoid the problem by just simply give him something to eat. Cook him something, or buy him food. Instead, you offer to give him money. And then when they ask for the money, you feel a certain way, you want nothing to do with him. All I'm going to say is this. Yes, the crowd was rough on you and all that stuff, because I heard about the backlash you got, but you know what? You made a very dumb mistake. And you probably missed out being with a very good person. But, as Bobby Brown was saying, it's your prerogative. Peace.